Hello and welcome. I hope that you're doing really well wherever you might be watching this video message from. Today I'm coming to you to introduce a special guest, the first of which we hope are many special guests that we have coming along to the college to discuss some things about working life and some of the lessons that they've learned throughout their journey. We're embarking on this because obviously for the last several years we've been introducing the effective learner traits here at the college, and more recently we have been introducing the Respectful Relationships program. Now the two of those really tie neatly together, and so we feel like that this is a medium in which we're able to explore how some of those particular skills or attributes that we're looking at focusing on and developing within you as students relate out there into the wider world. So how better to do it than to touch base with some ex-students, to touch base with people within roles of influence here in the wider Gippsland community, and find out what are some of the things that they find are really important within their roles, and how do they themselves live up to improving upon the development of these skills and attributes, because we never stop doing that. So this term we've been focusing on respect. Now we've talked about respect for yourself, but it's also a focus on respect for your peers, your teachers, and also the physical environment around you. Now that's been a little bit different, and we obviously had our school leaders touch on some of that, and thank you to them once again a little bit earlier in the term with their video messages. Today we've invited Dyson Heppell, so I'd like to welcome Dyson Heppell to talk about what respect is for him, how important it is in his workplace in a professional sporting environment, and then also some other messages from him. So thanks Dyson, and over to you.
Hey gang, Dyson Heppell here from the Essendon Football Club. Hope everyone's tracking well through these times. Very weird, but hopefully getting back to some form of normality soon. Anyway, I've got a few questions that I'm going to try and do my best to answer. Hope you all get something out of this based around respect and respectful relationships. So first one off the cuff, why is respect important? To me, respect's important because that's about embracing everyone for who they are, even if they're different to you. It's about accepting them for who they are, and it helps build trust and safety amongst one another. Righto, in your role within the community, how important is it that you show respect to those around you? Very important to show respect to those around you. If you want to feel valued, if you want to make others feel part of something, I think it's really important to treat them with kindness, treat them with respect, and embrace them for who they really are, and let them feel safe to be who they are. COVID-19 has changed our lives dramatically at the present. How are you making sure that your family, friends and colleagues are feeling respected while we're all in isolation? So that one for me, I think it's about respecting that we're going to go through different emotions throughout this period. So at times we're going to be frustrated and angry, and at times we're going to be happy and joyful and fine. So I think it's important to note that everyone's going to be on different wavelengths at different times. So, and the rest is just checking in with family and friends as much as possible to make sure we're all tracking okay and help each other throughout this period. Being respectful toward others is one part of the puzzle. It's also important to have respect for yourself. How do you make sure that you take time out to respect yourself? I think that's a really important point, taking the time out to make sure that you feel energized and give yourself a bit of self-love, to check in with yourself. So something that I'm big on is having time for myself every day to do something that I love. That gives me a lot of energy. So might be something like walking on the beach with the dogs, going for a swim, going for a bike ride, just getting away from people and the hustle and bustle of being a footballer, I suppose. So just making sure I check in with myself, note how I'm feeling, getting that time for myself, and then I can crack into whatever it is for the rest of the day. What else we got? What are your tips for staying motivated to work on your personal and professional goals during this time? Yeah, for me, it's been an important period, I think, to reflect on what I've been able to achieve so far, but it's also about, setting myself up for what I want to do for the rest of my footy career, and also have a look at life after footy as well. So I've spent a lot of time with some business mentors of mine, checking in on Zoom chats and, using them as a bit of a mentor to try and develop outside of football from a business perspective. But the other part is really harnessing and focusing on really what I want to achieve for the rest of my footy career. And big one of that is winning a premiership. and helping develop the younger players at the footy club. So I've got a real purpose and meaning to what I want to achieve for the rest of my career, and that's helping me stay really motivated to work towards that. Anyway, there you go, team. I hope you get something out of that. Cheers, all the best. I hope to see you soon. Thanks.